Hello friends, in the first lecture of project management, we get a view of the top management time scheduling by work breakdown structure, network and scheduling. Now we are coming to the second and the most important part, which is CPM and PART. These are two network presentation of the project. So these are two network presentation. Now, before starting this, we have to understand two terms. One is the activity and second is the event. So, the difference is activity is anything which consume time. Anything which consume time is a activity. And event is a instant of time. Event is a instant of time. Okay. So if I say that at 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock I am preparing a video, then this is activity and these two are event. So you can say start and finish of an activity is a event. Hence, start and finish of an activity is a event. Now these two are very helpful in preparing our network. I am first taking CPM. I will tell you the difference between CPM and PART. But first we will understand how to prepare a network. So first you have to identify all the activities and their sequence. So let us say I have 5 activities, name A, B, C, D and E. These are my activities. Now, the sequence of these activities is, first of all, I can start A, then I can start B and C parallel, then I can start D and then I can start E. So this is my start of the project and this is my finish of the project. But this is not the way to represent this. This is more or less, you can say, a bar chart. But we want to show it in a network. So how I will do? This is my first event, which is the start of the activity A. And this is my second event, which is the finish of the activity A. Now, the direction of the arrow shows the progress of the network. So, we are moving from one event to the event number 2. Now, at second event, this is C. So, at second event, I have a start of 2 activities B and C parallel. So this is my B activity, this is my C activity. Then this is the third event, which is the finish of the B activity, and then I have finish of the C activity. So this is my 4. Now this is 3 and this is 4. Okay, because C is finished earlier and C is finished earlier and B is finished later. So I have put 3 to the C and 4 to the B. Now start of the activity D is only possible when B and C both are completed. So in the network, we will show it by one dummy activity. And now this is my event 5 and this is D. Clear? I can also show it like this. Both are same. But this activity is not shown in this. Okay. So what does it mean? It is a dummy activity. What is dummy activity? Dummy activities are activity which consume no resources and time also. Is it okay? So here I have written dummy activities have zero completion time and they are just used to show the interdependency. Okay. So I have to show that D is only possible to start when B and C both are completed. So what I have used? I used a dummy activity. This is shown by a dotted line, which means that this is a dummy activity. Now the last is E. So this is my E activity. Okay, and this is the finish. So this is the start of the project. And this is the finish of the project. Similarly, I can do here also. Okay. Now, if you see, the size of the arrow does not matter in this. In this, please understand one point, that this is just a logical chart of the activity. Okay, so network is a logical chart of an activity. The length of the arrow does not represent anything. Okay, so it might be possible that I put a very small arrow and a big arrow. It hardly make any difference. Okay, it just shows that the direction of the activity is from left to right. Is it okay? So this is the first way of preparing the network. This method is known as AOA. What it means? It means activity on arrow. Okay, all the activities are on the arrows. Okay, and these are the nodes which are events. So I have node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, 5 and 6. Is it okay? Clear? So this is the way I can draw activity on arrow. There is another way of drawing this network, which is known as AON, which means activity on node. Okay. So what I will do here, my node is my activity. So this is my A activity. Then I have B activity. Then I have D activity. And then I have E activity. Okay. Now, if you see on this, these all are activities. Okay, and these are all events. Is it okay? Clear? So on activity on node AON chart, we do not have any dummies, no dummy. Okay, but on AOA, I have the dummy activities. So what is the benefit of using AON is that I do not have to use the dummy activities. The logic is clearly understandable without any dummy activity. But in this, I have to use the dummy activity. So this is important that you understand the limitation of AOA and AON. But if you see the solving of numerical, you will find that AOA is better than AON. I will let you know in the coming lectures what I mean by these two. Okay. So this is better to do the calculation part, AOA. Okay, but if you are comfortable, you can do activity on note also. Both have the same logic. Now, how to number? So we have one rule, Dr. Fulkerson rule for numbering the events. Okay, so it is a very simple rule. So what it says that, now let us say one network which is having A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. I have these as a network. Okay. Now I want to number the network. So the rule says you see the So the rule says give the lowest number to the event which has 0 arrow coming into it. Okay, so no arrow coming, so this is 1. Okay, now remove all the arrows from the event which you have already numbered. So remove this arrow and remove this arrow. Is it okay? Clear? So I have given it 1. Now I have removing these two. So what is the remaining part? This is my remaining part. Now again see which is the event which has 0 arrow coming into it. So this is the event in which no arrow is coming. So this becomes 2. Okay. Now remove this and this also. Clear? So now what happened? This becomes 1. This becomes 2. And what is the, these two arrows are removed. So what I get? Now if you see these two events have 0 arrow coming into them. Okay, no arrow is coming in these events. Okay, so I can either put 3 here or 3 here. So I can put 3 in either of the two. It is my choice. So let us say we put 3 here. You can put 3 here also. Okay, but either of the two you can put the number. So I have put 3 here, so 4 is this one. Okay, so now what is the progress? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have removed these two now because we have already numbered. So this become again the event with 0 arrow getting into it. So this becomes 5 and this becomes 6. So this is the method of writing the number on the network. This method is very popular and known as Dr. Fulkerson rule. Okay. Now friends, we move on to the second part, which is logically preparing the activities and writing their duration. So just see one of the question here. Okay, so these are the activities with the durations and their preceding activity. So what is written here, that the activity A and activity B are two starting activity with no preceders. So this is my activity A and this is my activity B with no preceders. Okay, clear? So how I will prepare? This is my initial starting event. I am drawing the AOA diagram. Okay, so this is A and this is B. Okay, now what it says, the activity C is preceded by A only. So this will be my activity C. Clear? Now this is done. Now D is also preceded by A only. So this is my D and this is also preceded by BA only. Then I have E, which is preceded by A only. So this is my E, which is preceded by A only. Okay. Now F is preceded by C only. So this is my F. Now G is preceded by D. So G is preceded by D. Now H is preceded by B and E both. So for them to start the activity H, what is the meaning of preceder here? That activity H will only start when B and E both are completed. So I can either use the dummy activity here and move it H. Okay, or what I can do, the another part which I can do, I make it again so what I have done, I have joined, I don't require this dummy activity unnecessarily, I just join the B and E activity at one node. So this comes by little experience. So if you first study the complete diagram, then you can understand that you don't need these things, you can straight away join them. Now if you see I activity, then I activity is only possible when H is completed. So this is I activity. Okay. And J activity is only possible when F, G and I are completed. So what I can do now? I can remove these and emerge them here and then say that this is my J activity. So this is the way of representing the network. Okay, now you can see here that the length doesn't mean anything. It is just a representation. You can make it small or you can make it big. Now write down the durations of each. So this is 5 and this is 1 then the C is of 2, D is of 3, E is of 2, F3, G4, H2, I1 and J1. Okay, so this is about the network. Now if I have to draw the same network on AON, okay, so what I will do? A and B are 2, okay. From A I have D, C and E, okay. From E I have H, oh sorry, E I have H. From C I have F, and from D I have G, okay. Then from H I am having I, and from G, H and I have J. So this is AON diagram, activity on node, okay, and this is AOA diagram. Okay, these diagrams are the basic requirement for the start of the either CPM or PART. Okay, so you can WhatsApp me, so I can send you more questions related to these network drawings. So you can practice a lot. In the next video I will be starting how to calculate floats. For that we will learn how to calculate earliest expected time, latest allowable occurrence time, then EST, LST. These are the basic mathematical calculations to find the critical activity. Thank you friends for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot of things. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and please write a comment for any suggestion which you want to give me. Also, you can WhatsApp me for any query or any doubt which you are facing while watching the video. Thank you. Enjoy civil engineering.